What is up, everybody? Tuberverse here today, and we're gonna talk about Jim crying Ryan once again. Now, this CMA, Microsoft acquiring Activision Blizzard with the whole CMA thing, this has to be the longest arc in all of gaming with these acquisitions. This arc right now has to be longer than the whole Goku versus Frieza arc in Dragon Ball Z, because that's like at least 20 episodes of them just saying how they're talking mess to each other, how they're gonna beat the other one. So this is a very entertaining thing at this point because it's like the deal is almost through at this point, and this guy is still crying and complaining about this. It is just fascinating. So this is the new statements from Jim Ryan. Our business would never recover if Microsoft degraded Call of Duty on PlayStation. So he's still with this theory, this conspiracy theory that Microsoft is going to degrade the PlayStation version of Call of Duty. Well, why would they do that? It's like they have multiple games, Microsoft-owned games on PlayStation at this point. Minecraft is a big one I can think off the top of my head. That game is any different. The Skyrim game, the Bethesda games on PlayStation. The Skyrim, they didn't make the Skyrim version worse. They didn't make the Fallout games worse. It's like, what is he talking about? It's going to be the same quality it's going to be on Xbox. So this guy, that one quote is just insane right there. But then we have another one. Where Sony made one of the most craziest statements about Call of Duty gamers. So Sony is saying that Call of Duty gamers are passionate, knowledgeable, and sophisticated group of gamers. It's like, what? Am I missing something here? Because this is the same group of people who call people every type of racial slur, sexuality slur, and how they had sex with your mother like 10 different times. Is this the same group of people talking who that sophisticated? That is just hilarious. So they're saying some wild statements right now about Call of Duty as a whole, how their games are just passionate, that's why you shouldn't take it away or whatever, and how they think Microsoft is going to degrade Call of Duty on PlayStation. We're seeing some crazy stuff right now come from Jim Ryan and PlayStation because of this whole merger that's about to happen. It's pretty much about to happen soon, so it's just wild. Once again, I don't know why they're complaining about this so much. It's like, geez, is he about to get fired if this deal goes through? Like, it kind of seems like, is that important to these guys? Like, this guy might get the boot if this deal goes through or something. Because why are they this passionate about this? Why do they care so much? Like, geez, I know it's one of the biggest money makers on PlayStation, but it's most likely still gonna be on PlayStation. They act like they just have no first party content. Well, this year is probably a bad example because it's a real drought over there for first party content besides Spider-Man, which comes out this year, which I'm excited for. But they just have nothing right now, and Call of Duty is their last lifeline for them staying in business at this point. Like they're real weird about this deal right here, about this whole merger going through. So this is bizarre to me. Like, I think both these statements I just read were both crazy. Either what Jim Ryan said or the other statement about Call of Duty games being sophisticated. Like, what are we saying? Like, what is going on here? Is this the alternate reality now? But let's see what other people have to say about this nonsense. The market leader, everyone. Yes, Sony is the market leader right now, if you would like to say. But they're acting like they're definitely cowering. Like the Terminator's coming because Call of Duty might be owned by Xbox or Microsoft at this point. Like, it's just wild at this point. Better not degrade your own games then. Maybe that's a reference to The Last of Us on PC with the GIF. I think that's what he's referencing right there. She's a real drama queen. Yeah, they are definitely seeming very drama queenish at this point with these different statements. The hypocrisy Sony is so pathetic. Yeah, they're definitely talking about the Last of Us PC port. Like, talking about sabotaging or damaging your own games. Maybe you need to look in the mirror about what Naughty Dog released on the PC, because this is a monstrosity right here. This has to be embarrassing for the PlayStation community. It does. It has to be embarrassing. Especially if you like these diehard PlayStation fans, you keep seeing Jim Ryan complain about this. Like, it's almost like each week at this point where there's like some type of new statement of him complaining about this deal about to go through. Like, geez. His job must really be on the line. Like, he must be about to get the boot if this deal goes through or something, because why are they this pressed about this? The way Sony is going, they'll be extremely lucky to get Call of Duty at all. Yeah, I mean, I still think Microsoft will make that money, keep it on PlayStation. In all honesty, wait a minute, a certain fan base told me exclusives sell consoles. Apparently, Jim Ryan is saying otherwise. At a PlayStation saying otherwise. He said those exclusives don't sell consoles. It's about that Call of Duty. That is way more important than any of these PlayStation exclusives, Jim Ryan at this point. You're telling me Horizon Zero Dawn, Ghost of Tsushima, God of War, and Last of Us is not a reason to own a PlayStation? Apparently not. From the way they're acting over this deal. This guy says, ain't no fun when the rabbit has the gun. So apparently Black Ops Cold War Zombies Onslaught mode was PS4 to PS5 exclusive for 1 year. So that 1 year exclusivity. Maybe they're mad that these exclusivity deals are about to end. These certain PlayStation exclusivity deals are going to end with this merger. LMAO, Crying Ryan is about to lose his job. Look at all these different deals they had for PlayStation. Jeez. You know how much extra revenue they was making from this? I kind of see why he's pressed, but it's just a little too much. But they did a lot of deals with PlayStation, so they definitely received a lot of money from the PlayStation community with those Call of Duty exclusive deals. You'll be fine, Jim. Your fanboy said they have to pay $100 for bangers, so just charge them more. I can't believe that this guy's still crying on Call of Duty. What a shame. Yeah, that is a lot of money. This guy's just laughing. This is a funny situation. This is kind of hilarious. This guy's definitely triggered. All these different statements, like each and every week, there's a new statement. He is definitely triggered. Or maybe it's just a skill issue, as this guy suggests. I mean, they would know isn't that what they've been doing this entire time? A lot of people saying this guy's just projecting with this whole, like, just sabotage our games. Is that what Sony has been doing this entire time? Maybe they're just projecting. I know Microsoft might own this big studio, this big publisher at this point. Really? Jim Ryan should have put this attention on PC ports and stop accusing Microsoft of conspiracy theories. This is even worse. Like, this is terrible. I didn't even see this picture. This is my first time seeing this one, but this is even worse. Like, what even is this? This looks like a claymation movie at this point. Like, jeez. Oh, the drama. So they should just roast him in the comment section. Boo hoo. Alright, let's not be dramatic. You get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir. Oh, you mean like how your degrees is on Xbox, keeping content from it the entire time the game is relevant? Sure, Jan. What a con artist. Yeah, their whole comment section is just roasting this guy. I have never seen, especially a person with this high position, of any of these companies just be roasted like this. Like, jeez. This is insane. Sir, would you like a helping of crying or lying today? Jim Ryan says, I think I'll have both. Thank you. 2018 to 2020. Jeez. I don't know what. The actual game, the full game looked like this. I think this guy is definitely stretching it with this picture because I don't know what game. This game looked like this at all, but yeah. Jim is doing an exact impersonation of how pathetic his fan base is. Sony allegedly pays serious to avoid Xbox. Oh yeah, we know about that already. With the definitely dirty-handed taxes where they pay companies to keep their games off Game Pass, even though it's not going to be on there. I can understand if it's going to be on PlayStation. There's the subscription service, and sure, but you're not putting your own service and just keep it off Game Pass. That's some scumbag stuff right there. So yeah, they did. They were caught to be found doing that as well too. So the fact that he said this in illegal violence is just hilarious. Yeah. Seems like a shaky business model then, right? Yeah, if your whole business model relies on big third-party games to fund your business for first-party content, then that's the bad business model right there. They told me that PlayStation was successful because of its exclusives. It seems that I have been scammed. I think we all have been scammed by these Sony fanboys and their social media presence just clamoring about these exclusives when that is not what sells the PlayStation. That's those big third-party games what sells the PlayStation. Let's see what people got to say about the whole Call of Duty games being sophisticated piece. Like, what do people say about this? As much as I hate the meme, this is legitimately I wouldn't have survived 5 minutes in Call of Duty lobby energy, okay? The amount of slurs that I've been called in Call of Duty lobbies are astounding. I had to look some of them up to make sure those guys weren't doing some freeform racism 900 on me. Yeah, back in the 360, PS3 generation, it was definitely a different era because it was like, yeah. That group of people definitely would be called sophisticated by today's standards. And apparently this is Audio Clip, I'm not gonna play it, but apparently Audio Clip are back in those times. To be frank, did at once have a French Call of Duty player say that he slept with my mom with that accent. I believe him. Jeez. What the hell? Apparently they left this colorful message to this one guy. So yeah, Call of Duty gamers are definitely not the sophisticated crowd. They aren't drinking champagne with their pinkies in the air, so I never swear except when driving or playing Call of Duty. Uh, Perhaps they went on the activity card and pressed square to mute everyone in the lobbies. I take it they never fired up the original Modern Warfare 2 lobbies back in the day. Yeah, that whole statement, like anybody who played on 360 generation knew that this statement is a wild statement. Like it's just crazy. Like, that's the last thing. That's the last word is you want to call of Duty players is sophisticated. That's just laughable. Do you know anything about the Call of Duty community, LMAO? People still search for Easter eggs on maps that are 10 years old. The massive buzz around when we're all working together trying to solve the latest Easter egg. Okay. Not as toxic as you're making out. They tried to damage control, said it wasn't as toxic. Yeah, it was definitely toxic back in the day. So, the most toxic fan base there is. There is no way that this is written in an official document. Yeah, these are all official documents that they wrote about this whole merger. Sony's just looking so bad right now. They just need to take the L and move on. Yeah. You would think they'd move on, but it's just getting wild right now. Like, just these statements is just crazy. But I'm gonna conclude it right here. Definitely had a good laugh about this. About him calling Call of Duty players sophisticated. That's one crazy statement. The other one just saying, "Hey, Microsoft's gonna degrade Call of Duty on PlayStation." Like, there's no proof of this whatsoever. So what is he talking about? I don't know, but. Definitely a lot of excuses coming from Jim Ryan. He's definitely doing a lot of crying and complaining these past few months and weeks over this merger going through. So I don't know what to say at this point. Like, get over it. Get over it. That's all I can really think of at this point. Just get over it. It's not that big of a deal, but it might be because, like I said before, somebody did post that chart of all those different deals they had right here. It's a lot of different games that have exclusive PlayStation deals, so that's a lot of money they might be potentially losing, which is also definitely a lot of money for exclusive content. So I guess that's what's really got these guys pennies in a bunch so far with this deal. But yeah, all I can say is get over it, make an equivalent to Call of Duty, or make something better. We were told that people come to your platform for exclusive games. Make that be a true statement again, or I don't know, or just keep crying. I guess he's gonna keep crying as he usually does. But definitely want to see your thoughts down below. Leave a like if you like this video. And as always, thanks for watching, and peace.